There is the collegiate record set 2 weeks ago by the Arkansas Razorbacks at home in Fayetteville at the West Regionals. A&M has the meet record. Obviously, Arkansas has the collegiate lead. There is the photo of the record that evening in Fayetteville 2 weeks ago tonight. And there they are. Arkansas in lane number 6. And looking at their lineup, everybody who scored the super sweep in the 400.
Well, actually not. Aaliyah Pyatt there subs in for Kaylin Brown, and this is what they did in the semifinals. And what's interesting is I think they're going to go for the record again, even without Kaylin Brown, because this is the last go around for these seniors, and it's just like, hey, why not? Let's just get the record. Let's get out there. There's South Carolina, tough team. They're going to finish there with Jayla Jamison, who was 4th in the 200, and Jamisha Ford, who was 2nd in the 200. Keep an eye on them. Not running Kaylin Brown, that's an interesting move. They need to win this to win the championship. And that just tells me there's Jamisha Ford. And you know what, guys, this is such an awesome freshman season. And unfortunately, we're thinking about the Bowerman. She's on the Bowerman list, but I don't think anybody can beat Valby for the Bowerman trophy right now. You think about Mackenzie Long and Jamisha Ford and the seasons they've had, but you got to just think Bowerman's going to go to Parker Valby.
And then, of course, rounding this out, we've got Tennessee here, finishing with Brianna White. All the focus is going to be on Arkansas. Of course, Jamisha Ford for South Carolina split 49-7 in the semifinals. But don't count out Tennessee making a push here. This is the last run of the day, and crazier things have happened in the 4x400-meter relay. But Arkansas, I think they could actually even dip below 320 if they really lay the hammer down.
And these other teams are fresh. And I talked to Dwayne Ross. He was just gutted. He said, we had the best 4x1 team before the conference meet started. And then Jacia Sears goes down. He just said it was one hit after another getting to these championships.
From the inside, Oregon, Texas A&M, Georgia. And in the middle, Texas, Houston, Arkansas. On the outside, South Carolina, Tennessee, and LSU. And I'm going to give this disclaimer because I'm holding this piece of paper that told me that all 4 of the finishers in the 400 were going to be on Arkansas's team. So we are given lineups, but they aren't necessarily correct, even though the coaches submit them. So if we misidentify your athlete or your child, it is not intentional. It is simply information that we've gotten that might not be correct. So there's that. All right,
Amber Anning goes first for the Arkansas Razorbacks there. It's a good start for them because she is so consistent, and she had a fantastic run. 3rd in the 400 meters, 49.59. But I talked to Amber Anning, and she said she has to compete at the British Championships. I said, what's her goals? And she said, there's only one goal at the British Championships, and that's to be the #1 400-meter runner for Great Britain. And she passes to Rosie Effiong, who just takes command in the first 40 meters.
50.3 leadoff for Amber Anning. And RG3, you said it. If they run the way they can easily go under 320. That's better than 50 seconds per, and Amber Anning did her job.
And one of the hardest things to do in the 4x400-meter relay is to run by yourself. Arkansas seems to have figured that out. They're going to continue to run against the clock, and you're going to see this lead grow and grow and grow as each leg goes by.
South Carolina doing as good a job as they possibly can to hang on. Sylvia Chalengat is the listed second leg runner for South Carolina, but all eyes on Arkansas. They need to win this to win it outright. Second place will also give them the title. 49.2 for Rosie Effiong. They're on sub-320 pace.
Okay, that second leg, that was Georgia in second position there, and that second leg was run by Aaliyah Butler. She's also only one of the athletes outside of Arkansas athletes who went under 50 flat this year, but she did not make the 400-meter finals. But look who's up for Arkansas. That's Nikisha Price.
The national champion who ran 48.89, and now in the back, we've got a little battle going on between Texas, Oregon, and Georgia, but Nikisha Price coming down this home stretch. She is going to those arms like we talked about. Look at her fly.
This is going to be an amazing split. I can't wait for Tom Lewis to tell me what it is.
Well, Texas
49.2.
Texas gets the baton second. Georgia not far behind them. But Aaliyah Pyatt, she's going final.
If she goes 50-point low, they go under 320.
That's Kaylin Brown. Aaliyah Pyatt was on the sideline, and they showed her. Now we see Kaylin Brown, and this is the runner-up in the 400 meters. She's always hard charging, but they had enough faith in the freshman to put her last. What a freshman year she's had this season.
And she is going for it. She knows what's at stake. First of all, if they finish third, which they're not, unless they drop the baton 6 times, they will outright win the national title. She is going for it because she knows what the time was. So this is got an amazing time. 3:17.94. They have just obliterated their own record by almost 4 full seconds. 6th in world history, not far off the American record, which is set 36 years ago in Seoul.
Holy cow, guys. They called the hogs on that one, didn't they?
Well, 2 Americans on that team, a runner from Great Britain and another one from Jamaica. Absolutely phenomenal. I'll tell you what, if these 400-meter runners around the world, and that's Shanae Miller-Weibo, she's got to be worried. Like in Claver, she's got to be worried when they see the young lady, Nikisha Price from Jamaica. You see Amber Anning from Great Britain. I'll tell you, if I'm a 400-meter runner and I'm getting ready for the Olympic trials, I'm worried about Rosie Effiong and Kaylin Brown. They're going to be a big factor at the Olympic trials this year.
And lost in the shuffle, by winning that 4x400, Arkansas clinches
the title
in the last event. Both the men's and women's finals came down to the 4x4, and John has got them gathered together. He's got them down on the track.
Points. Exactly. All right, I'm down here, I hope. I hear my microphone. I don't know if anybody else does. All right, I've been told they hear me. Sorry. Listen, you run 3:17.96 and you lose your mind, at least as you try to talk to people. First off, you come in and you know you're probably the favorite, but you need the points to win. Do you feel that pressure on the line?
Definitely. I think we had to set the tone with the 400, so coming 1, 2, 3, and 4 was just so beautiful for us. And we knew we had the talent going into this. We already had the collegiate record, but to go out and put it together, especially when the title's on the line, it just means something different. So I'm just so grateful that I put the girls in a good position and they just finished it and got it around.
You probably have discussed maybe what can we run. Did you envision something sub 3:18 in your life?
Definitely. I think Coach said that we might have got it at regionals, but you know what, we were close. And I think just knowing that the team title was on the line here, it just meant more. So we just went out there and gave it our best shot. I mean, it's 3 of us. It's our last time collegiately running, so we want to finish with a bang. But to get that and also the team title, it's just so special.
Yeah, and let's get a word about the super sweep with the 400 because it really set you up to go, and it's never been done before in NCAA history.
Yeah, I mean, that was just phenomenal, and I think we knew that we could do it, but for it to actually go into fruition and see us finish and even run those sort of times, I mean, I've never seen something like that collegiately. I've been watching track for a long time before I came to college, so I'm so happy to be part of history. But kudos to Coach Johnson and our team and Coach Boogie for just setting the tone for us and believing on us. It's been hard, but we trusted ourselves, the coach, God, and we just went out there and did what needed to be done to help our team.
Well, your team had been sprawled out, but now they get up. It's no way we're out of time because we got to go give you a trophy. Go see your team. Go see your coach, Amber Anning. Dwight.